Do you know what famine is?
Yes.
Да, я знаю, что такое голодомор.
Yes, of course, I'm aware.
Yes, I do.
How can you describe it?
Из-за недостатка продовольствия люди голодают.
I think famine is the lack of nutritious food.
I can define famine as widespread scarcity of food and extreme poverty in nation, and mostly it caused by economic instability.
Менің ойымша, ашаршылық ол азық-түліктің жетіспеушілігі, яғни әлеуметтік апат.
В основном голодают не один год и не два.
What cases of famine are you aware of?
I know the hunger is a major problem of the third world countries.
As far as I know, famine is mostly common in developing countries.
Ирландский картофельный голод, южно-сахарские, африканские сезонные голодания.
Especially it can be seen in African material.
Менің ойымша, осы мәселе Африка елдерінде және де соғыс болып жатқан елдерде өте өзекті.
Have you heard of starvation in Kazakhstan?
Да, слышал.
In my country, it happened in early 20th century, and it resulted in extreme poverty of nation.
Ол біздің Қазақстан тарихымыздағы ең апатты жағдайлардың бірі болып табылады.
I think it was a horrible time for nomads and they suffered a lot.
It is indisputable that the famine of 1931 to 1933 killed more than 2 million people in the Kazakh steppes. It resulted from man-made conditions and created situations, which made life impossible for the hundreds of thousands of peasants who either died or were forced to flee into neighboring areas. It was the highest percentage of loss that the nation suffered owing to Stalin's cruel political machinery at work. Radical disruptions of pastoral cattle and grain farming were the first outcomes of the strategy, which consisted of 4 phases: collectivization, food tax, sedentarization, and the fight against the rich peasants who were deemed the people's enemies. A monument for the famine's victims was constructed in 2017. The Turkic Council has described the famine as a criminal Stalinist ethnic policy. A genocide remembrance day is commenced on 31st of May for the victims of the famine.
In 1931-1933, famine took lives of more than a million of Kazakh people. Nomads were forced to change their lifestyle due to the dramatic shortage of livestock. A big part of nomads migrated to the nearest countries. What is your opinion on the consequences?
Менің ойымша, қазақ халқы отырықшы өмір салтына икемделмеген, сол себепті миллиондаған адам зардап шекті.
This famine in the early 20th century resulted in malnutrition and starvation of the nation, and caused so many deaths, like it caused a demographic decline.
Точно было не намеренно, но некомпетенция русского руководства сверху непростительна.
The cancel of nomadism, people became sedentary, moved to sedentary lifestyle.
I think it took a lot of time to restock the resources.
Менің ойымша, егер осындай оқиға біздің Қазақстан тарихымызда орын алмаса, және де демографияның күрт төмендеуі болмаса, бүгінгі таңда Қазақстанда қазақтардың саны 2 есе болар еді.
Мне кажется, что в принципе о таких случаях всегда стоит помнить, чтобы не повторять ошибок в дальнейшем. И особенно сейчас, в преддверии глобального потепления.
I can say that since it caused so many awful consequences, I don't want it to happen again, and not only in Kazakhstan but in the whole world. Our ancestors experienced this, and they say that it's the worst thing happening to humanity. We have to solve those problems in other developing countries as well. We have to spread awareness of it.
Even if it was long ago, we should remember those hard times that our ancestors gone through, and I think it is important for our future.